Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Natural Magic with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day as always. I have been doing loads of research, like tons, and look at this tasty looking cake right behind me. There's nothing better than a nice bit of purpley blue cake to get yourself going. It's nice. This is from Forbidden Magic, and it took me ages to get the research for this because I was constantly missing one type of aspect. I managed to get it in the end. And what this does is so cool because you can eat it and it regenerates itself. It grows back and you can take more slices from it as well. So it's like a bigger cake that grows back over time. So I got one of those there and one of them out here for when I'm working outside. And I just really like it. They're really nice. So the other bits that I've been doing is I've made loads of these. So I've got all of my tools made, which is nice. I have been enchanting some of this with runic shielding. I've only done one on these because adding runic shielding is really expensive. And it does get fairly dangerous the more you go into it. So I've only managed to do one on each of those. I can do it on the goggles and the boots as well, which we'll do soon. But you can only go up one level at a time. The other thing that's changed around here, you may notice, is we have some silverwoods. You might remember in the last episode when we cut down the trees, and I got myself some silverwood saplings. Well, I planted them, and they have grown. And they've started changing the land into some magical forest biome, which is very cool. The only thing that I have noticed down here, it's starting to look a little bit eerie and gloomy. So yes, we might have a bit of a battle between light and dark going on around here, and I have no idea who's going to prevail, but it's kind of cool. The other thing is my aura node here is looking pretty good. Look at that. I got loads of aspects in there now. I'm probably going to go get some more just so that it can feed on them a little bit. And then I think we should be good for making our lasers. It's going to be really cool. Now, what I want to do today is I unlocked some research to be able to make death, liquid death. And I want to make myself a little mob grinder for my liquid death, because liquid death gives us little crystallized shards, which we can use for smelting to get aspects, which is very handy. So I want to make, just a basic one. It'll be pretty much like the one that we have down there. Difference being the water that they roll into that pushes them along here will be liquid death. So, and it should kill them, but leave all of the drops. So that's going to be, that's pretty much what we're going to do. Now, I've been making myself a load of stone. There we go. I got some stone bricks that I've cooked up and converted. And I am going to turn these into some funky bricks, I think. Let's have a look in here and figure out which ones we want to go with. I kind of like the look of these, but these do kind of look quite mystical as well, don't they, these bricks? So maybe we'll go with some of these and try these out. We've also got inside my Britannia bag, which we're going to need, is my, where is it hiding? There it is, my Rod of the Seas. We're going to use this as well, I think, so that we can place down the water where it needs to go. So let's do this. So it needs to come out 8, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to go back a little bit, so let's dig this away. There we go. I absolutely love this thing. It's like the best thing ever. There we go. Cool, cool. And yeah, so it's going to be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come along and be picked up around here. I think that looks alright to me. We'll do the same along here. There we go. And let's get some dirt just to make sure that I've got this right. I can never remember if it's 8 or 7. Let's yeah, 8. Good stuff. Alright. So that's working just fine. So let's get rid of all these. We'll turn the rest of the stone that we've got into these awesome large ornate stone brick tiles, because they do look pretty funky, and we'll get that working. So let's go grab a load of these. There we go. So it was large ornate. Cool stuff. Alright. Let's get the rest of this put down. I don't really know how big I want it to be. I guess it needs to go 8 across, to be honest. So it needs to start from here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to around about here. Yeah, that seems good to me. So let's just bring it along a little bit. Fill this in. There we go. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might need to bring this back a little bit. Maybe bring it back one more row, just so it's a little bit more flush. I think that could work better. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's get rid of these. There we go. That's going to be nicer, I think. Because now I can bring this along like this, which is going to work much better. There we go. Alright, so let's bring this side up. Cool, cool. And now we should be able to lay down our water, and it should be just fine. Oh. Maybe not there. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So they're going to fall off there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which will go to there. And here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place myself a hungry chest so that we can munch up all of the goodies that we get. And it should go into there, which is good. So let's put this guy here. So that eats everything. And now we just need to build the rest of it up. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave like a row here so I can see the stuff going along. Which should work just fine like that. And we'll do that. Cool, cool. And now I need to go along the top. And along here. Let's take this guy down. Cool. And I think we're kind of good now to start bringing our spawners into the mix. Now, I've got to go grab them, but there's still tons of them downstairs inside the roguelike dungeon. So I think I'm going to get a load of those and throw those in here. Yeah, I think that's going to work just great. Let's just finish this up. There we go. Alright, so the first spawner, it depends how many spawners I actually want, but I think we're going to do it along here. There we go. So if we add one spawner, say, here. Like here, is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, if we had one there, and one there, and then we roofed it off, lit it up, we should be good. Alright, so I'm going to go and grab myself a couple of spawners. Actually, you know what, let's do that together. Let's do that together. So I've had a few of you guys asking about where the mod pack is, where you can download it and whatnot, and that Farmcraft isn't inside the version on the Technics launcher. Now, if you've been watching the videos and you've been listening, you would have noticed that I've said quite a few times that it's moving on to the AT launcher, and the version 0.6, which has Farmcraft and all that stuff, will be moved onto the AT launcher. Now, it has been sent away for approval, so it's done pretty much. But I just have to wait now on the guys from the AT launcher to give it approval. Until that's done, there is nothing I can do. I just have to sit and wait. And you guys have to do the same. Just have to sit and wait, because there is really nothing that I can do to speed it up. It takes them time to make sure that everything works, to make sure that I've met all of the requirements that are needed by the AT launcher guys and the people who make the mods, because obviously if they... I want spiders. Do I want spiders? I don't want spiders. But yeah, it needs to be approved by everyone, otherwise there's going to be a spot of bother. And people are going to moan, and we definitely don't want that, so that's going to be a thing. What am I just... It's so cool. Alright, so I definitely want a zombie spawner, so let's grab this one. There we go. Put that in the bag. And a Skellywag spawner will be pretty funky, so we'll grab one of those. And I think that's pretty much all I'm going to need, and we'll just see how that works. Oh, I just heard a peck. Doing his little thing, wherever he is. He's like around here somewhere. What a guy. Alright, so that's going to do that, which is good. Let's make our way back upstairs. We'll do 2 for the time being. I'm going to need to place a slab because we're going to get baby zombies. But the chances are they're probably going to die before they actually, before they manage to get to the exit. If the liquid death works. Because I've never actually properly made a mob trap type thing with liquid death. I've just done it in some creative worlds where I've just like put down a pot of it and then spawned a spider on it just to see what happens. But I think this could be good. I think this could work. Where's the base? That's over here somewhere. There we go. Okay. So, now that we've got this, let's place down our spawners. And, or maybe we should put our liquid death in first. I don't actually know. Let's not do that. Because if I fall in the liquid death, that could be really bad. Let's roof this off. So the first spawn is going to go there with the second one there. So we're going to put that there and that there. Cool, cool. And then we want to build over the top of them. So let's bring these along. Good stuff. And we want to make sure that we get rid of all of these as well, because we don't want these in there. So you can all disapparate into the void. There we go. And I think I might need to get some more of these, as they are in kind of short abundance. Let's skip that side in there. Yeah. Alright. So now that we got that, let's... I'm going to go get some more of these stones, I think, because I'm going to need a lot more of them. And we'll be right back to finish this up and see how this liquid death stuff works. Mmm. Lovely cake. So nice. Right, let's put the music back on. I've got enough bricks to finish this up now, so we should be good. And we'll place down our spawners inside. So let's get these out. First one, we'll do this one. Pop it on there. Cool stuff. And then we've got this one to go here. And let's break you and fill up the hole. Cool. Alright, and they're starting to spawn. Nice. Alright, so they shouldn't be able to go anywhere. So let's go and make our liquid death. I think. Yes, that's going to be good. Right. So we needed a certain amount of aspects to do this. Oh, yummy. And I've got all of it here. So we needed some venenum and some mortis and some peditio. And we need, this is enough to make 2 lots of liquid death. I made 2 just because I might want to use some in the future. So, yeah. And, oh, I got loads of water as well. Let's put this over here, I guess. Yeah, that'll be fine. So, let's make 1. Ooh, a bucket of liquid death. Oh, and I just gained some warp. How nice is that? Oh, I made another thing as well. So when you get so much warp, you can actually, you gain the research knowledge to be able to make bath salts. And these help me with my warp, because I'm getting to a point now where I've got a fairly decent amount. And it's, I've had guardians spawn in. I've had dizziness effects and things. It isn't very nice. So this definitely helps. We basically make the bath salt and we throw it in there. And after so long, we'll be able to do it. It is, I believe it's on alchemy. Yeah, there it is. Purifying bath salts. Stress relief for the mind to make sure that we're all good. We just throw this in here with a piece of Salus Mundus, and that gives us a bath salt. So that's good. We put it in the water, and then we just leave it for a little while, and it will turn into a nice little mixture for us to bathe ourselves in, which will be beautiful. So let's give this a go. So I'm going to place this here. And we'll see how it works. Is it coming down this far? Or is it stopped? Maybe it doesn't go that far. Let's have a look. Oh! Oh! Yeah, it doesn't seem to be traveling that far. Maybe it doesn't travel as far as a normal one does. It's only kind of gone to there. Or maybe we'll need multiple ones of these then for it to work properly. Unless the items are stopping it, but I don't think the items are stopping it. Unless I can make it fall further. That could be a thing. Alright, let's dig into here. There we go. And we'll light these up so that nothing spawns. And let's get rid of you. There we go. Alright, I'm going in. Let's take all these bits. Now, I probably don't want to touch this. Yeah, it's only going, what's that, 1, 2, 3? So I wonder if I can make it flow further by doing that. Or if it's just going to fall. Yeah, it's kind of just falling. It's not really doing much. Alright, well, there's probably a way to fix this. Let's do that. Okay. So what if I can get it to flow better? Because now it's only gone to there. And it's not something I can pick up again. Huh. Wow, this liquid death stuff is weird. It's cool, but it is fairly weird. Alright, I got a better way of doing this, actually. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this liquid death. There we go. And we're going to let the mobs drop into here, which is going to have more liquid death for us. Now, I don't know if the items are actually going to fall into this chest. They should do if I do it this way, though. If we grab a grab a stone axe, I guess, and we break you. There we go. Let's go get some more liquid death, and we'll do it a bit of a different way. Alright, so we've learned that the liquid death doesn't work just like we expected it to. It doesn't really flow like a water liquid. It doesn't go that far. So, what we're going to do instead is we're going to put some liquid death down here. Like this. Yes, this is very good. And that should, hopefully, if we do this right, flow into this chest. Now, we need to make sure the guys can't go anywhere, so I'm going to place these along here. Like that. And what we'll do... Oh! It's not very nice. Or maybe we can put this down one. Maybe that would be better. If we placed it, like, under there. Like that. And then, let's give this a go. Yeah, that's better. Cool, cool. So stuff's going to fall in there, it's going to die. If I place that there, it shouldn't be able to get out. And then it's going to fall into our liquid death and be collected. Let's just hope this works. So I'm going to break these again. And let's give this another try. Maybe I'm going to fill these up as well. We could put some, like, glass along there. Well, they're definitely dying. Oh, look! Hey, hey, hey! Crystallized essence. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. We're getting arrows and crystallized goodies. So I don't really know how much of this we're actually going to get, but it's, yeah. We're going to get a fairly decent amount of it, though. Fairly fast. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to let it run for a bit. We are going to want to kind of fill this up, though, with something. Oh my god, the baby zombie managed to get from underneath. Let's do this. Because he's easily going to make it under, isn't he? Let's, do that. I wonder if he can still eat stuff like that. How did that baby zombie manage to get under there and not die? He should have easily died. Maybe if we just put a half slab there, that'll probably do it, won't it? Let's go get some more of this. Have I got any stone? I have. Let's just pop a half slab there, and that should do the trick. Have I got a crafting table around here? Yeah. There we go. And some glass. Cool. And let's put some music back on. So obviously this is only going to actually spawn guys when they're so close. That's a head with arms. That's disgusting. Nobody needs to see that. Let's put this here. So that way, nothing can get in. Good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to take all of this and my torches and leave the stuff that's going to kind of spawn in there. And this stuff is what I'm after. So these crystallized essence are very cool. Because with these, we can go ahead and we can smelt them up. So if I wanted, say, 5 exanimist, I can place that in there. And it will cook up for me. Obviously, I need to get some fuel. Let's get some coal. There we go. Cool. It makes me a load of X-Animus. We put our stuff in there like that and that. Nice. So some X-Animus, some Terra, and I got some of the that stuff. Good. Cool. Probably going to want to close the gap up though on the front, so let's use this. What looks kind of magical? Guess that kind of Japanese glass? Ornate steel glass. That looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Okay. Oh. Man, that place is really weird. Like it doesn't want to place there. There we go. Alright. Cool beans. Alright, so that's pretty much set. We can just leave it now. The guys will spawn like such. They'll fall down into our pit of liquid death. Sounds disgusting, doesn't it? And then all their goodies will go into here and I'll be able to get all of them. We've got some more Humanus, some Terra, this is awesomes. And we can even make it bigger and add more spawners to it to get more good stuff. Which is nice. Let's see if we've got any other types. Got some more X-Animus. So we're probably going to get stuff that's involved with those type of mobs, which makes sense. So adding more spawners to it is probably going to be a really good idea, but yeah, it's going to work nicely. I like it. That liquid death stuff's pretty cool. Alright, so before we finish up, shall we have a go at making this into a laser beam? I don't know if it's big enough yet, if it's got enough in there, but it's definitely going to kind of be worth a shot. So we need to grab ourselves one of these, a node transducer, and I'm just going to use some of these bricks, I guess, to build up to it. So this needs to go on top, so we're going to pop this up here. Hey. There we go, and let's put this on here, like that, and we'll put that there. Now this does require a redstone signal for it to work, so I'm probably going to have to get a lever. Let's go get a lever from over here. Oh my god, it's still there. I messed up some research earlier when I was doing some bits, and I managed to get like taint everywhere. It's not nice. This is what happens when you mess up. Alright, let's do that. There we go. Alright, so I should have some cobblestone upstairs for a lever, he says. That's alright, let's go grab some from the base. And this is going to turn it into a powered node, or an empowered node, which is pretty cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel oddly drained. Oh no, the flux is happening. Man, I think I smelted it all up. I think that's why I haven't got any. Let's go grab some from like over here somewhere. There we go. That would do just fine. We only need one. And we can get ourselves a stick. And we'll make ourselves one lever. Sweet. Alright, so I'm hoping this is going to be working. This is the first time I've ever tried this as well, so I don't know if it's actually going to do anything, but hey, it's worth a shot. There we go. Alright, so that's now been changed into... So we can see all of the aspects being drained out of it, which is good. So that means it's actually going to work. Let's see if we can test it with a... Where's my Fulmurly? Let's get out my thermometer. So I wonder if it changes, because this should change into an empowered node, but I believe it takes a little bit of time for it to do it. It looks like it's eaten everything. Oh, it's just got a little bit left of that one aspect down the bottom right to be eaten. And I wonder if my stuff's changed yet, because, like, it's taking forever. Please, turn into stuff. This seems to want to take forever to turn into bits. I've managed to do it once, down, like, down on the grass over that way. It doesn't like doing it very much. And there we go, one energized aura node. I wonder if I can relearn an energized aura node. No. But now that we've got that, we can start using this for some really cool stuff. So, like, I got Ignis in there. So, because we have some Ignis in there, the chances are I should be able to, like, funnel it over to our infernal furnace to like, speed it up. Let's give it a go. This will only be a test, because I'm going to change all of this around, but it is pretty cool. So, if we grab some of these, and we kind of bring it out. Yes, good stuff. And we do it over here. Cool. And we can see the Ignis is going along. And if I put this, like, up here, maybe. Right. Cool, cool. So, that should work, in theory. Like I say, I haven't tried this before. So, it might not work. But I think you can tell it what to do as well. So, like, it requires Viz for it to work properly. So if I cooked something that required that, so let's find something that can be cooked. Oak wood can be cooked. Yep. And we pop this in here. Yeah, there we go, look. Look how cool that is. So it's taken the Ignis from inside here, sending it over this way up into here, and it's speeding up the production of our infernal furnace. That is awesome. I love it. Obviously, we can feed it from the bottom, because there is now a little port on the bottom for an infernal furnace where you can feed in the aspect via by one of the Essentia tubes. But this is just a much cooler way of doing it. Another thing that we can make, which we'll probably go into in the next episode, is we can craft ourselves a Viz charging relay. Now, they're not expensive, they're pretty cheap, but with this we can place it on top of this guy, arcane work table, and we can actually channel the Viz into the arcane work table so that we don't have to put a wand on there. How nice is that? Yes, we can have lasers going all over the place. It's going to be funky. Man, I really want to cook something again. I really want to do it. Can I cook these? Can I cook some of these? We've got so many of these. Please let me cook these. Yes. Oh, that is so cool. That laser's amazing. Another thing that you can do as well. So, like, say we only wanted Ignis running through this line. I think you can colour these like that. And now, only Ignis can go through this wire. They can pass through these Viz relays. So you can set up some pretty intricate little systems so that you don't have stuff kind of mismatching all over the place. Now that we've done that as well, another thing that I can do, which is going to be really handy, is to go into Viz storage so that we can make some amulets to store some Viz for us, like a kind of backup battery when we start running low. But that is awesome. Alright guys, well that's going to be that for today's episode, I believe. We've made this cool little place down here. I'm getting a few different types of these crystallized essences. I'm probably going to get some more spawners so that we can make this a little bit larger, see what we can get. And I think I might make a little area kind of over there for all of these laser beams going all over the place, because that's going to look awesome. Yes. Alright guys, well, if you're enjoying the series, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, I urge you to subscribe for some more awesome content. Have yourself a great day, have a good one, as always, and goodbye.